thought we all did. Caitlin Clark breaking the NCAA Division I women's scoring record during her unforgettable final season as an Iowa Hawkeye.
Unforgettable is a good word. In a few short hours, Clark will learn who she'll be bombing logo threes for in the WNBA. The draft coming up tonight in Brooklyn.
Yeah, NBC Stephanie got caught up with Caitlin ahead of the big event. She had a big weekend.
Yes, she had a big weekend, but she's got a lot coming up. There is no doubt that this is Caitlin Clark's moment. Throughout her historic run at Iowa, she's proven she can sell out stadiums, smash records, and score from just about anywhere on the court, and she's only getting started. After hanging up her Hawkeyes jersey, she's now ready to go pro in her new chapter with the WNBA. After a storybook college career filled with record-breaking moments,
here comes Clark. How will she go for history?
And legions of new fans, NCAA superstar Caitlin Clark is ready to take her game to the next level as a WNBA rookie.
I know there would probably be a little bit of a learning curve, but I think always I've had confidence in myself. That's always kind of what I remind myself is, you're not here by accident.
They haven't sold tickets to the WNBA draft in years, and they sold out in 15 minutes. Where is your mindset going into the draft?
I think more than anything, I'm just really excited. I think, this is a dream. This is something I wrote down on a piece of paper when I was in second grade. Get a basketball scholarship, play in the WNBA. This is always something I wanted to do.
At tonight's draft in Brooklyn, the 22-year-old Iowa phenom is expected to be the #1 pick by the Indiana Fever. In Indianapolis, home of the Fever, the Caitlin Clark effect is already in full swing. I heard that season tickets are going like blazes in Indiana. Have you heard that rumor?
I have heard that rumor. I don't know the exact numbers, but I think they're selling pretty well.
Clark is also part of the reason why a record 18.9 million viewers tuned in to this year's NCAA championship game.
Clark! Oh, what a feature!
Making women's basketball must-see TV. One of the really great things about this season has been watching all the little kids, most of them little girls, who are so inspired to play basketball because of you. What does that mean to you?
I think that's the reason you do it, and just to see them scream your name or have your jersey on, that's something that never gets old.
Something else that never gets old?
Clark for the win!
Seeing Clark drain those threes.
She does it time and time again!
Every time you go to take one of those logo threes, I think to myself, she's not going to make that.
You don't have confidence in me?
I know, I should have confidence. But then you do make it, and I think I should have known she was going to make that. But I wondered, what goes through your mind right before you take that shot?
I think the biggest thing is just confidence. I think sometimes, I feel like I'm closer to the basket than I really am, but also, the adrenaline gets going, the crowd gets behind you.
Playing to a crowd is something the star player never shies away from.
Here a comment with Caitlin Clark.
Clark even making a cameo on SNL.
You make a lot of jokes about women's sports, don't you, Michael?
What would you say is more daunting? Getting ready for the national championship game or getting ready for Saturday Night Live?
Getting ready for Saturday Night Live, it's not even close. My heart was pounding out of my chest, but I did all right. It was super cool, and obviously to be a surprise guest. That's a bucket list item that not a lot of people get to do.
Now with her college career in the rearview mirror and the WNBA within arm's reach, next up on Clark's bucket list, living out her ultimate hoop dreams in Paris at the Summer Games. I know the team is not set. Your chances of making it are pretty good. What would it mean to you to represent the country in Paris this summer?
Yeah, I think it would mean everything. That's one of my dreams as a kid growing up. You always want to be an Olympic gold medalist. So I know how special it is to represent USA across your chest. So being able to do that on the highest level would certainly be a dream come true.
Okay, I mean, editorial note, they'd be insane not having Caitlin Clark on the team, but what is the process?
So get this, there is a mandatory training camp to make the team. Guess when they held the mandatory training camp? During the Final Four. So she was the only collegiate athlete selected for the camp. Obviously, she had a pretty good excuse, but it's not set yet. So 12 players will go to Paris. The USA Selection Committee has the final say.
So, but they can make an exception for the mandatory training camp.
Exactly.
Right or
Exactly.
I know, exactly.
Right, exactly.
I missed camp because I was busy breaking records and almost winning the entire championship.
Also, for every kid watching, to think that in second grade she wrote on a piece of paper, like, I'm going to be in the WNBA and I want to play pro and all those things. She knew then.
She knew. And you know, all that energy that we saw this year for women's college basketball is just going to translate to the WNBA, and that's what everyone's hoping for.
Let's go. Good interview, Steph. That was fun.
Awesome. Thank you. Mr. Roker, what you got?
North Carolina second grade.
Today is 15 April 2024.
For the Boston Marathon today, starting off 9 a.m., 56 degrees.